Texans Nation, good afternoon. Today's topic is serious, very serious, and I need you to pay attention to every word because what I'm about to say involves the future of this entire project that the Houston Texans are building. Think about it. The team spent over $90 million revamping the offensive line. They signed experienced veterans in every position. They renewed contracts with the best defenders in the league. They assembled one of the most complete rosters Houston has had in many years. But there's a question on the minds of every analyst, every fan, and every NFL executive right now. A question that nobody wants to ask out loud, but that everyone is thinking. What if the problem isn't the roster? What if the problem lies in a specific position? The most important position on any American football team. The position that defines championships. The position that separates teams that go far in January from the teams that watch the playoffs on television. Today we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. This is an issue that Texans Nation needs to confront head-on before the 2026 season begins, because the numbers don't lie. And what the numbers are showing about this position over the last 2 years is something that can no longer be ignored. Stay with me until the end, because this is the most important conversation this channel can have right now. Before revealing the name and going into details, we need to understand the complete scenario, because the problem didn't appear out of nowhere. It gradually formed, season by season, in a pattern that became increasingly difficult to ignore. The debut season was brilliant, impressive, the kind of performance that makes everyone believe the team has found the right player to lead the franchise for a decade. The numbers were elite, the game was confident, and Houston believed it. But then came the second season. The numbers dropped. Okay, the experts said, it's the famous sophomore slump. Every quarterback goes through it. Give it a rest. Then came the third season, and the numbers dropped again. It wasn't a sudden drop. It was a gradual erosion, a negative trend that was confirmed week after week. And now we've arrived at 2026, the fourth year of his career. And the question everyone is asking is this a natural developmental process that will reverse itself? Or is it a pattern that will continue? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We cover every detail of Texans every day. Don't miss out. Let's go. The player at the center of this conversation is Stroud, the Houston Texans quarterback, the man the entire team has been built around. And 2026 could be the most important season of his career so far. It's not an exaggeration. It's not drama. It's the reality of a player who needs to answer a very simple question with his performance on the field. Are you the guy? Are you the quarterback who will lead the Houston Texans to the Super Bowl? Let's talk numbers, because they tell the story more honestly than any opinion. Stroud arrived in the NFL in 2023 as the second overall pick in the draft. In his rookie season, he was simply extraordinary. One of the best first-year quarterback performances the NFL has ever seen. The numbers were elite, the confidence was visible, and Houston believed they had found the franchise quarterback. But since that brilliant rookie season, Stroud has been showing a steady decline, season after season, a pattern that no Houston fan wants to see, but that needs to be honestly acknowledged. And the timing couldn't be worse, because the Houston Texans are currently in a winning streak. Their defensive roster is elite, featuring Alshire, Stingley, Lassiter, Hunter, and Anderson. The offensive line has been revamped with over $90 million invested. David Montgomery arrived to lead the running game. Reed Blankenship reinforced the secondary. This team was built to win now, to go far in the playoffs, to compete in the Super Bowl. And all of this depends on one single man playing at the level he showed he's capable of in his rookie season. Now, we need to be fair to Stroud, because there are two sides to the story. On the worrying side, the decline is real and documented. 3 seasons with a negative trend in key numbers is something NFL analysts take very seriously. And in a league where quarterbacks generally peak between their 4th and 7th years, a consistent decline in the first 3 years is a warning sign that cannot be ignored. Furthermore, the Houston Texans were eliminated by the New England Patriots in the divisional round of the playoffs. The New England Patriots, a team that was rebuilding, that loss stuck. And part of the responsibility for that elimination falls on the quarterback's performance when the team needed him most. On the hopeful side, there are real arguments to believe in a turnaround in 2026. The offensive line was collapsing in recent years. Stroud was absorbing too much pressure, taking too many hits, playing without adequate pocket time, and any quarterback in NFL history would struggle under those conditions. But now everything has changed. Wyatt Teller arrived. Braden Smith arrived. Ed Ingram renewed his contract. The offensive line is completely different, and if Stroud needed protection to play at his best level, now he'll have that protection like never before. My honest opinion on this situation I believe that a large part of Stroud's decline is directly linked to the offensive line that was in front of him. A quarterback who is under constant pressure, who is frequently sacked, who doesn't have time to read the defense, will post worse numbers. That's a fact in the NFL. And with the new offensive line, I want to see what Stroud does before drawing definitive conclusions about his future. Let's be direct about what's at stake this season, because the consequences of a third consecutive bad year are far greater than just a lost season. If Stroud has another underwhelming season in 2026, conversations about his future in Houston will begin. And those conversations won't be pleasant to hear. Not for the fan, not for the player, and not for a franchise that has invested so much financial and draft capital in building a roster around this quarterback. Stroud's contract extension is on the horizon. Elite quarterbacks re-sign before their fifth year. If 2026 is another season of decline, the Texans will have to make one of the toughest decisions in the franchise's recent history. But what if 2026 is the turning point? If the new offensive line unleashes the talent Stroud showed in his debut, if he reaches the level everyone believes he's capable of, then Houston will renew his contract, continue building that roster, and enter 2027 and 2028 as one of the favorites for the Super Bowl. Everything depends on CJ Stroud. Everything. And there's a human side to this story that deserves recognition. CJ Stroud is 22 years old. He's still very young by NFL standards. He carries on his shoulders the hopes of an entire city, a franchise that invested everything in him, and a roster of veterans who are currently on a winning streak. That's enormous pressure. The kind of pressure that defines careers, that separates the great from the good, that shows a player's character when the weight of the world is on his shoulders. The greatest quarterbacks in NFL history have gone through moments like this. Moments of doubt. Moments when the world questioned whether they were really the guy. And their answer was always the same. They went onto the field and played. Texans Nation, this is the most important conversation of this offseason. It's not about the offensive line. It's not about the defense. It's about CJ Stroud and whether he'll deliver the response all of Houston is expecting in 2026. The roster is ready. The offensive line is revamped. The defense is elite. The running game has David Montgomery. Everything has been done to put Stroud in the best possible position to succeed. Now it's up to him. The question for you is straightforward. Do you believe CJ Stroud will recover in 2026 and show the level he displayed in his rookie season? Or are you worried about the pattern of decline we're seeing? And a second question, do you think the new offensive line will be the deciding factor in this turnaround? Leave your comments below. This is the conversation Texans Nation needs to have now. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, share with that Texans fan friend, because 2026 starts being defined now, and we'll be here for every moment of this journey.